She said it. She said it. She went ahead and said it. This is it. Kazuya, this is your true test. She really said it. It really does. So, Chizuru now gets ready to speak to Kazuya and reveal her feelings. At long last, we have character development. Will Chizuru reveal her feelings? Will Kazuya go on another monologue? What is going to go down? Here we go. Chizuru, Kazuya, the battle begins. What is going to go down? Will they sleep together? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Hey YouTube, you have Leonard here. For you guys and gals, Kanojo Okurishimasu, Rental Girlfriend, we're here. We're live. We're on chapter 252, the review portion. Everybody, this had to have been one of my... I feel like I say this a lot recently, which is very good, by the way. One of my favorite chapters from a character development standpoint, even if we got a little bit of assistance. Because at the end of the day, Chizuru is finally saying what is on her mind. And this was a good one. So everyone, let's start with this review. Let's go from the very beginning. To start off, first and foremost, I will say this. The very beginning of this whole entire chapter, I was about to rage. And of course, everybody, watch the live reaction. Link in the description box down below is on Twitch. Of course, you can find all my reactions on Twitch. It's towards the end of the live reaction. You guys know how to find it at this point. But guys, I was losing my mind in a very bad way. Because if you guys watch my content, you know the two things that always annoy me with a chapter Rental Girlfriend. Deiji, when he has all the guys gawking at Chizuru like, oh, she's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, what a hottie. Oh, that annoys me. I personally feel uncomfortable watching that. It's kind of weird. I get why he does it. It's not necessary. Especially at this point. 252 chapters in is really not necessary. And then the second thing I dislike even more than that, Kazuya literally going on his tirades of how beautiful Chizuru is and all of his like allegories and his metaphors and the symbolism, the similes. It's literally like he's out of a Shakespeare play. So those are the two things that always annoy me in these chapters. It is what it is. It is what it is. That aside, I want to focus on the good because there was so much good in this chapter. First and foremost, the fact that Chizuru is even there is really, really good because it allows Kazuya to start to wonder, how does she feel about me? Why is she here? And he's constantly battling this throughout the whole entire chapter. Is she here just for the money? To give this to me? This and that. And it's kind of sad because from Kazuya's standpoint, and this is Chizuru's fault to a degree, every time it's always been business matters, business matters. It goes back to the rental situation. He's still trying to adjust to the fact that Chizuru is trying to form a normal relationship with him. And even then she kind of fails in several cases because she doesn't make him feel comfortable. So I don't really blame Kazuya for that. I think just 2 years of a relationship with Chizuru in terms of like just them knowing each other, that's how it's always been. So it's hard to reprogram yourself. And he also has confidence issues. That aside though, Yaoi Mori again being high-key the MVP, she's just like, Chizuru, hey, let's drink. And she's like, let's relax. We're gonna let it all hang out. And I think all of you guys kind of get this. Sometimes when you're in a situation where two people are a little bit like, I don't want to say awkward, but you don't know how to approach each other. And sometimes there's a level of like seriousness. You don't know how to be fully relaxed. You need a third person. You need a third person who's kind of like a mutual party, but really you're a wingman or wingwoman. But they make the other person feel relaxed. They make everybody feel relaxed. And they do stuff that they normally wouldn't do. If it was just Kazuya and Chizuru, she would not feel comfortable drinking probably because she always puts her guard up. Not because she doesn't trust Kazuya, it's because she doesn't want to, I guess, reveal herself to some degree. She doesn't want the real her to slip out. She's very guarded and she's very calculated. That's just how Chizuru is. Yaoi Mori allows her to kind of bring that guard down, which is really, really good. Mimi at the end of the day is able to make Chizuru feel as if like, okay, well it's true, yeah, we're all hanging out. And the difference is that now she wants Kazuya to some degree to see the real her because she's interested in him. So that's big. At the end of the day, she starts drinking. So she starts with a highball, one of my favorite drinks. I love highballs. And then she goes for a plum wine. And I'll get to that actually. But she's getting plum wine and she's drinking. She's like, it's hot. And Kazuya's just like, wait a second. She's drinking. She's relaxing. It's hitting her. He's never seen this side of Chizuru. We've never seen this side of Chizuru. And I love how Yaimori just watches all unfold, just like, yo, what's going to go down? What is going to go down here? Which was very funny. But now when we get to the part where Kazuya decides to speak his mind, because Yaimori, again, in her genius, is just like, let's let it all hang out. Let's just talk about it. She brings up the uncomfortable subject that's been plaguing the last few chapters. Aren't you going to feel, like, how do you feel about the fact that we're displaced, the fact that we're no longer here in this place together? Let's get our thoughts out, this and that. And she's like, is there anything you'd want to say, Kazuya? So Kazuya starts thinking, like, of course there's a bunch of things he'd want to say, but he goes directly to the point. He's like, don't you feel sad? We're in this whole trial, relationship, or this trial run, investigation. Don't you feel sad that we're separated? And Yaimori's losing her mind. She's like, just bystander, just watching. She's like, wait a second, what's about to go down? When he says that, I'm like, oh shoot. But sure enough, Chizuru responds in a way that I honestly was not expecting it. I really was not. She takes the alcohol, she takes the plum wine. Plum wine's pretty strong if you're chugging plum wine. And she downs it. She downs the plum wine. I'm like, and then on top of that, I got the panel right here. She says, and I quote, it does, referring to Kazuya's question, doesn't it bother you? She says, it does. It really does. So, and she looks down on him, angry, like, so what? So, what you trying to say? And she's like also buzzed, clearly. She's kind of out of it. She's blushing. But this is how she actually feels. We know that Chizuru, at the end of the day, she does feel lonely. She does feel sad. We saw it in the last chapter when she was being hit on. She thought about Kazuya. She thought about the times they have together. Chizuru cares about Kazuya. We know this. But it's hard for her to be honest with herself. Alcohol-induced, which I don't love necessarily, but makes for a very funny circumstance. We get character development. She's finally being very real with Kazuya, and this is great. This is great for the story. So, all in all, everybody, I'm very happy with where things are going as it stands right now. I guess we see what happens going forward. I think next chapter, if I had to make a prediction, Chizuru's going to be kind of out of it. Kazuya's going to be out of it. They're going to hash things out. I do not think the end result of next chapter is them living together. I do not think that's going to happen. We will not get that resolution right away. But somehow, some way, Yaimori is going to dip out at some point and leave Chizuru and Kazuya to their own devices. Wherever will be at that point. So we will see. So everybody, that's what I have here for this chapter. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Did you enjoy this? I thought this was amazing. How do you feel about drunk Chizuru? How do you feel about Kazuya? I don't know. I'm not showing you guys no panels. No, I'm not getting blocked. There will be no panels. Let's just come to the live reaction, of course. Everyone, let me know your thoughts once again. How did you enjoy this? Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you like my content is really appreciated as always. And per my chat, always remember, YouTubers, remember, drink responsibly. And with that, I'm Leonard and I'm out. Take care everybody and have a good one.